You're welcome. Because I'm doing this video. You're welcome. What's up, everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a beautiful Tuesday evening video. Even though it's so light here in the Northeast, it's after 7 o'clock. So we're calling it a Tuesday evening video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Share the video all over the internet. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos on my respective channels from the past, now, and in the future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments. You will get sent to the Shadow Realm. You will get beaten severely, and then Ozzy and Satan and their minions will come out and eat your soul. So don't do it. Go do it somewhere else. And if you don't like that, well, that's tough cookies, bitch. Go do it somewhere else. Get out of here. And that's pretty much it. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you miss anything, you're going to get slapped because you, fat boy, you are SOL. And I think we all know what that means by now. And if you don't know, oh boy, you better look it up. And if you can't look it up, you got problems. That's that. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that other good shit. And don't forget to tap the bell for more. And if you're brand new here, you haven't seen my channel in your life, or you're just coming to YouTube for the first time, and coming to my channel for the first time, and you like wrestling, you like sports, movies, just shooting the shit, then you came to the right place. And when you do subscribe, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a big, tasty, cold one like I do. Put your feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. Get out of here if you don't like it. Go watch somebody else. But you'll stay because you got nothing else to watch. Or nothing else to do. And if you claim you do, but you don't. So stop being a hypocrite and saying, oh, I got other things to do. Yeah, sure you do. Then go do it. But you'll stay here because you really got nothing to do. So that's all I got to say about that. And we move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night. And you know what that means. We got NXT coming up on the CW11 and at the top of the hour. Should be some good stuff. As we're not getting to anywhere yet. We don't have another event coming up for a little while. But we'll see what happens this week as the Evolve WWE ID International, whatever it is, takeover is continuing. We saw Tristan Angels last week. Mason Rook, once again, attacking at the end of the show my cousin, Tony D, and he's going to get his fat ass kicked tonight. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with that. See what happens with Miles, don't call him Ozzy Osbourne, helping out his good buddy Tavion Heights, with Cam Hendricks, Anthony Luke, LFG. See what happens with Lola Paisese, after taking a loss last week. Well, Misty Iguana took the loss against Izzy Dame and Nico. If that leads to a Triple A mixed tag team title match, we'll see what happens with that. And speaking of Lola, she has her women's title, to worry about with so many challengers. Kendall Gray, Kaylani Jordan, they're going to do battle tonight. I think Kendall's going to whoop her ass, but we'll see. But on the horizon, you got Kaylee Armstrong and others. And on the women's North American title scene, we got a tag team match tonight between the champion, Tatum Paxley, and the rocker chick, Lizzie Hale. Lizzie Rain. They take on Delta and the Kita Leons. Not the greatest of tag teams. Can they coexist? I doubt it. But basically, Robbie E., Robert Stone basically forced Delta to take the match or she gets no title shot. So, we'll see what happens with that. And a whole lot more on your 2-hour cue for insomnia on the CW11. And that is NXT. So, lots to talk about tonight with NXT. See how that goes. Okay, that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on your Tuesday, May the 12th, 2026, as we're about to hit the midpoint of the month on Friday, well, pretty much Friday, early Saturday. So right at the midpoint, still light outside, not going to get dark till about 8:30, and it's going to get later as we hit June, and pretty much not going to get to an 8 o'clock sunset till August. So everything from now up till pretty much the end of July, 8:30, close to 8:35, the sun goes down officially, and then it gets dark right around 9 o'clock. You gotta love that! More time to go out, go to the beach, do whatever you gotta do, and then by the time you get home around 9 o'clock, pretty much about to be dark in the northeast corridor. That's great. And if you're in Puerto Rico, well, by 9 o'clock it's dark. But, it is what it is. That's that. But summer's coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are 13 days away from Memorial Day. And we're 2 weeks away from Memorial Day weekend. The unofficial start of summer. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a banger weekend. We got Saturday's main event on the 23rd. Then Double or Nothing. Oh, it's going to be an amazing pay-per-view in New York City on the 24th. And then we got Memorial Day Raw on the 25th, which begins another epic week of wrestling action. On the 30th, we got Triple A. Their little event. Noches de la Grandes. And then the 31st, May 31st, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time here in the Northeast. Clash in Italy. Viva Italia! Can't wait for that. Then, the next day, June the 1st, we are live on Netflix for the next 2 weeks in June. Because we're in France. We're going to be in Italy, June 1st. On Netflix, 2 p.m. start for that. And the week after, I think it's going to be in France. And then we're back in the States for a little bit. And we go back to not back to Australia, back to Saudi Arabia, the land of sand. For Night of Champions, June the 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. And then the next day, we got a barn burner day, June 28th. AEW Slammiversary, their 24th anniversary show at 3 p.m. And then leads right into Forbidden Door, I think number 4 or 5. And that's at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So we're going right into those two epic pay-per-views coming up in June. So can't wait for that. It'll be some exciting, pretty much exciting month in between the pay-per-views. Good stuff. Can't wait for that. So stay tuned. Please hit that bell. Lots of reviews, news, predictions, and all that other good shit. Because we're going to keep going all the way to the summer and a little bit into the fall. We'll worry about October, November, and the rest of the year when we get there. So we're clear sailing right now. But we'll see what happens by the time we hit middle of September. My schedule is going to change a little bit. We shall see what happens with that. That too. Excuse me. Let me move on. Alright, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, everything I'm going to tell you right now is going to happen right now. But Peter, what happened? And then, you, sir, you missed it. But when will it be now? Soon. Hold your horses, okay? Calm down! But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on your Tuesday evening, it is time for your official late and out-of-date Monday Night Raw on Netflix review for last night, May the 11th, 2026. Decent show, not great, but still, decent show. We are emanating from the Food City Center. No, not the Yum Center, but the Food City Center in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yep! Scared them bowls that night. Pretty much right near the University of Tennessee. Bianca Belair's hometown, along with, well, I guess now Montez Ford. We'll talk about him in a little bit. We didn't see Bianca, obviously, because she's home. Getting ready to pop. Pop that baby that baby out. Don't know. Probably by the summertime, she'll be popping that one out. We'll see what happens with that. Congrats to her. I think Naomi had her kid, who was about to have her kid. So, her and Jimmy, about to have another baby Oos. Another member of the bloodline, if you will. That's always good. Angel Dawkins had a kid. So, hey, if you got time off, you better, smack that, you know what I mean? But if you want to do that, do it. But if not, you just want to have time with the missus. If you don't want to do that, then wrap it up, burrito. Wrap up the burrito, or pull out that too. But some of you people have a lot of you guys have a hard time, no pun intended, kicking out of two. I'm just saying. I don't even have that problem. I don't have to worry about it. So, wrapped or unwrapped, I don't have a problem with that. So, it is what it is. But I like to be safe because of my health. So, it is what it is. That's that. Alright, so we are giving up on Raw. Next week is Saturday's main event, so we're kind of getting there. We only have 2 matches basically now announced for Saturday's main event. We got a tag team title match and I think a singles match. But we'll talk about that later. Alright, as always on Monday Night Raw, your commentary team of the legendary Michael Cole and Corey Slave. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we start off with as always, after a pay-per-view, we start off with a long-as-fuck recap of what happened at Backlash. If you haven't seen Backlash, go to my Peter Joseph channel and watch my Backlash review so you catch up. That's that. Alright, after that, we go to back in the semi-parking lot. You know, it's always evil over there. So we see a black car arrive to the building, and we can see pretty much a silhouette of our tribal chief, the man who somehow, someway, survived the Samoan werewolf. Sorry. The Samoan werewolf, kick a fuck too, and that's our tribal chief. Put up your ones, ladies and gentlemen. Still acknowledge him every day, 24/7, 365, twice on Sundays. And that's our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in a white shirt. Buy it on shop.com. So he gets out of the car, meets up with Adam Pearce, grabs somebody gives him his title. Give me my title, bitch! You know? Give him his title. He should really carry it, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, so it goes up to Adam Pearce. It says, Jacob's not here at the moment. I wonder where he could be. Probably taking a mean old crap. Who knows? But anyway, so Roman's like, give me my title. Stagehand gives him the title properly. You don't want to piss off Roman. So apparently, when Roman comes to the building, the title's already there. He doesn't even have it at the airport or anything. He just takes the title, gives it to somebody. They put in a nice little bag or thing to keep it nice and shiny. And then when it gets to the arena, or maybe an event that he's doing a meet and greet at, there's his belt. Give me my belt. Let me hold it up. You know. That's pretty damn nice. I wish I had that back in the day, but I don't. I had to take it with me. And imagine. It's so hard to get it through customs, you know. And through security. Pain in the ass. Can imagine all the people that have the belts now that have to get it through security. What is this? 10 pounds of gold, fucker. Let me through. That's the way it is. Alright, so Roman gets the title, and with the title back in his possession, basically, Roman wants Jacob fired, but Pierce like, well, that's not gonna happen. He put his hands on you, Pierce, you fucker. That deserves a suspension and or a firing. So Roman's like, I brought Jacob in, so I'm going to be the one to take him out. So then he goes right to the dressing room, which is like 5 feet away. How do you have a dressing room 5 feet away in basically the back of the parking lot? Or back of the building, which is right near the parking lot. Or the backstage, well, not backstage, you know, it makes no sense. It's like you go to the back, where the trucks are and everything, the backstage area near the parking lot. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to my dressing room. Here you go, 5 feet away. Go in. It feels like it's in the bathroom. His dressing room was converted from a bathroom to a freaking lounge. Basically. 5 feet away. He's going to... Roman, dude, really. Really, you should have a big-ass fuck suite in the middle of the fucking arena. Just saying, not 5 fucking feet away from you just got out of the car in the parking lot and you go 5 feet to your dressing room. That's the way it is, I guess, with the champ. I don't know. But anyway, we'll hear from Roman later. Alright, after that, the Vision come out. Braun Breaker, who destroyed Seth fucking Rollins at Backlash. He comes out with the tag team champions of Raw, Logan Small and Austin Theory, along with my name is Paul Heyman, who calls the fans inbreds. Well, it's Tennessee, They fuck their cousins, so. Pretty much anywhere in the South, they fuck their cousins, so. Except for Florida, but that's not a story for another time. Anyway. Moves on to Seth freaking Rollins, who got destroyed at Backlash. Seth's never going to be ready for a Vision or over any member of the team. And then Braun Breaker gets on the mic. Take that back. Braun defeated Seth. Now we move on to these two beautiful gentlemen, as what Paul said. Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Austin Theory says the Street Profits need the belts because Bianca Belair can't pay the bills anymore. Whoa! Damn, Austin Theory, you savage. Anyway, on top of that, there's that guy named Below Average Joe Hendry, and then the Street Profits come out, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Montez sucks up to the hometown crowd, basically, and it makes it abundantly clear they want the tag team belts. So Logan Paul gets on the mic and says, the only thing you've done in the last 6 months is organize a baby shower. Shit. Well, 6 months ago, he did something you couldn't do there, Logan, and that's fuck his wife and pop out a baby. Or, well, put a baby in her. What have you done with your whore? You fake Puerto Rican? Same. Then he says that Bianca is better than Montez. Montez's like, you think? I would think better, It's like, I'm better than my wife! No, I'm not better than you, I know. In bed I am. Ha ha! Yeah, shut up and cook my dinner. Shut up. Go away! No, sorry. Then the Vision's all ready, but as he says his name, or I guess Logan Paul's name, here comes Joe Hendry to sing, Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? And Michael Cole singing along. And then even Corey Graves like, can we acknowledge Logan Paul? I'm like, no. We don't acknowledge that man. Fuck him. Alright, so after that, we go to a 6-man tag team match. So we got the Profits and Joe Hendry teaming up against Braun Breaker and the tag team champions, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, with Paul Heyman at ringside. 9-minute match. Wasn't anything to write home about. Getting to the end, a big flippy dippity-doo on the floor by the man who goes crazy, Montez Ford. Braun Breaker is back up. And then Angelo Dawkins is sent outside for the big running spear. But then out of nowhere, Seth freaking Rollins, he comes out, well, he pops up, clotheslines Braun. Where's the DQ? Oh, that's right, the referee was checking on Angelo Dawkins. He was checking on somebody, I don't know. Referee! Do something! Do something! Do something, you idiot! You referees, fuck them. It's hard to be a referee sometimes. Glad I'm not. Never was and never will be a special ref. Or a ref in general. For an indie promotion or the main promotions. I wouldn't want to be that guy. I'm like, and then after you're referee, do something. I go, I'm trying! Sit down and drink your soda or something. punk. Anyway, or bitch, you know, could be a girl. Shut up, bitch, you know, not you. Rosa wanted to be a referee. She screwed me a bunch of times. Okay. Moving on. Anyway. Alright, so Seth Rollins clotheslines Braun. And while inside the ring, Dawkins gets a quick fruit roll-up. Probably with a handful of underwear. 1, 2, 3. The Street Profits and Joe Hendry get the win. Not that it was great, but, you know, a little over 9 minutes. It was alright. And then after the match, Seth Rollins helps Dawkins, who's like, I told you we don't need your help! He helps him up, and they kind of, sort of, on the same page. But you notice Seth Rollins is like going this way, putting Dawkins right in the way of a super spear by Braun. Good night, Angelo Dawkins. And then Seth tries to go after him, and Montez ain't happy. I wouldn't be too if my partner got destroyed because of a mark like fucking Seth Rollins. Oh yeah, you were gonna help me. Look what happened to my partner, you moron! Stay out of our business. Bastard. We move on. Yeah, look at that. Alright, we're in the back. The original, the so-called OG El Grande Americano, that's Chad Gable, introduces the other Americanos, that's Julius and Brutus, who are now known as Bruto, not Bluto, but Bruto, and Julio, or Julio, to Adam Pearce. Bruto. Sounds like Bluto. Bluto! Bluto! Let me give that my spinach, you know? Oh, Popeye! Okay, stop. I know, I'm sorry. So then, and then, the Triple R Mega Champion and Eddie's son, Dominic Guerrero ese pedo. He comes in with his hot as fuck girlfriend, Liv Morgan, the Raw Women's Champion. Trouble, trouble, that's me. You know. Rosa loves Liv Morgan. Not as much as Paige. I know. I'm not Paige. Yeah, I know you do. I met her mom. Ha! And Paige's mom is a nice lady. I'd take a bullet for her. No. Anyway. So Liv's not impressed. Skywalker. Not impressed with them. And then Dom says that Chad Gable isn't even a real luchador. He's not. He can't even speak proper Spanish. Yeah, that Chad Gable's a gringo ese. I know, Eddie. He went to Mexico and thought he was a luchador and he got nothing ese. Stupid mask, and he gave 400 pesos to some guy in a mask who taught him, who thinks he taught him all about lucha libre. Who was that guy, Eddie? I don't know, but that guy got 400 pesos, ese. He probably bought a lot of tamales or something, I don't know. Yeah, he probably sucked his finger too. I know, man, mamacita, you know. I didn't tell you to talk to her. Hey, she asked. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so then Chad Gable gets up in Dom's face, and then Adam Pearce, you fucking moron, makes a Triple R for the first time ever on Raw, a Triple R Mega Championship match between Chad Gable and Dom. Dumb. That Adam Pearce is a real piece of shit, ese. You born fucking idiot, man. You cheated my son like clap. What's wrong with that guy? Pendejo. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, you know. I guess everybody that's bald is an idiot. Well, at least you're not bald, ese. That's a good thing. I know, I got nice, I don't have long hair like you, Eddie, but, you know, I got nice hair. But you look good anyway, Essie. Okay, thank you. Thank you. See, he said I got great hair. Now, I don't want to grow it long down on my ass and play along as fast as Mark and Roy could. I know it makes you down there, but you know, I like it the way I look. I like the way I look. I guarantee it. No, stop. Cook me dinner and stop. You can. We'll talk later. Okay, stop. These fucking women. God damn it. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, we got a Triple Mega Championship match with Chad Gable and Dom. But that out of the way, Los Lobos, you know, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, Los Lobos kick your face, Los Lobos kick your ass, Los Lobos kick your balls into outer space! Well, they come in, they want an opportunity on Raw, and people's like, I'm interested. And then you feed them the fucking over! Great! And then they're gone. They're gone. Basically, Los Lobos is pretty much gone from WWE. After the cryptic tweets, it looked like, you know, when Thanos blew up the world and everything, if you watch Avengers. Everybody got disintegrated. Bye-bye, Los Lobos. I guess they're going back to Triple R or out the company. Where they end up, I don't know. I'm thinking Triple R, but I mean, yeah, Tony Khan might take them. What do you do with them? There's so much tag teams going around in AEW. Let's put them on Ring of Honor. Notice my sarcasm. If you don't know, now you know. Alright, we got that. Alright, then. The Intercontinental Champion, Pentagon Zero Miedo. The man who's a smooth operator. Yeah, you love that song. I know you do. Alright, so Pentagon's heard enough from Ethan Page. Do the pose. Alright. So he wants Ethan to face him and say all the shit he said behind his back. He wants to say it to his face. So Ethan Page comes out, says, I would love to say it to your face, but you got a mask and paint covering up your fucking face. Damn. But instead, Ethan just stands there with, you know, I just got glasses on, a suit, and I come from the greatest country in the world, Canada. You're not Canadian. You're just from some guy from North Dakota. That's what I'm saying. If he's Canadian, so what? But anyway, Penn is ready to fight, and Ethan points out I'm not in wrestling gear, I'm not ready to fight. Then he says that me and the title both deserve a bigger spotlight, so let's do it on Saturday night's main event, which is now official. They made it official. That's the singles match I meant. So we got Ethan Page against Pentagon on Saturday's main event next Saturday night, live on wherever. It should be on Channel 4, right? Or USA Network? Nope. We gotta watch it on Peacock, or we gotta watch it on Netflix with a VPN. Why have Saturday's main event when you can't bear and nobody can watch it? Not even on free TV. Come on! What are we missing? Well, a lot, I guess. Alright, Pentagon kind of agrees, and then Alexander Rusev smash CJ Penny pussy. Yeah. He comes out and says, I don't like you, Pentagon. Well, who does these days, but anyway. And then Ethan tries to cut him off, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, you don't skip the line here. And Russo's like, excuse me? Okay, never mind, you go ahead. Pussy. And then your boy is bouncy. Javon comes out, and he goes, whoa, like 50 times. Whoa! Somebody call Joey Lawrence from Blossom. Whoa! Remember Joey Lawrence had an album out back in the day? Nothing My Love Can Fix for Your Baby. I still have the tape. I still have it on tape. And a mixtape. Yeah, I'm old as fuck. Shut up! She said I'm dumb as fuck. Huh, that's not what you said last night. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You know. Moving on. Alright, so Javon asked Rusev, well, he asked him, why can't you get a title shot when he couldn't even beat me in the first place? So, actually, Ethan kind of says that, and then Javon came out, denies all that. It's at the point where he beat Rusev, and then Ethan shows Javon into Rusev, and then a big old fight happens. Pentagon takes out Ethan on the floor. Javon clears Rusev out with a suicide dive. And then they do the strut. And then I thought we were going to get a tag team match, right? Nope. Not this time, Teddy Long. Sorry. So then we get to Rusev and Javon. I think with Pentagon and Ethan at ringside. I think Javon won the match. I think he did. Well, my notes are a little bit... Okay, there we go. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just go over my notes here. Oh yeah, so Javon beats Rusev again with the OG Kirikasa! Bang! Clean pin again. So, we'll see what happens with that. I really thought they were going to do a fatal 4-way outside this main event, or really should just hold it to Clash in Italy, which makes more sense. But who am I to talk? I'm a 49-year-old schmuck from New York who talks wrestling on YouTube, behind the camera. I should be writing the show. I should. Me and Issa can write the show. Both shows. And NXT. And, well, she could do Triple R by herself. You know. I mean, I'll just stand there next to The Undertaker and just hang out. What's up, GOAT? Taker. Where is the GOAT? Shut up. He is of this era. Not the modern era. Which is Attitude Era up until he retired. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT and Roman ain't. But I still acknowledge my tribal chief as the GOAT of this era. Meaning 2020, 19 to now. Let me move on. Alright, then we get a video on the Triple R Mega Championship. Very nicely done, I might add. Alright, then, and if you've seen my short, I put up on my PG Ranch channel, not short, it's a collab, I did my full reaction to this segment on my PG Ranch channel. So Asuka, nobody is ready for Asuka! Except my dick and retirement, but I digress. So Asuka comes up to Io, my third wife, hugs her, and he says, I always knew it would be you. I want you to take my place. And then Io's like, my Asuka-chan! She's crying up a storm. I'm like, God. Waterworks, all throughout that segment. Then they hug again. Asuka smiles, kisses Io on the head. They, they say some stuff in Spanish I couldn't even understand. Then she basically leaves the arena with her suitcase. And basically, and I read this today on Ringside News from the guy that we really can't take seriously, that's Sean Sapp. He said that Asuka asked and was granted some time off because there's some personal shit that she has to take care of in Japan. The same thing with Okada. So, what it is, I don't know. How long she's gonna be in Japan? Don't know. But she's not cut, she's not released, or she's not retiring. She's just taking some time off. Which WWE didn't like because they're in this big storyline, but you get rid of Kyrie for it. Great! And then you had the big payoff where Io beats Asuka And now what does freaking Io do now? Well, I guess now she's thrust into the Women's Intercontinental title picture with Becky Lynch and I guess now Sol Ruka. We'll get to that match in a minute. But just a tearjerker segment. You know, take care of your business, Asuka-san, Kana-chan. Come back real soon. Hopefully by SummerSlam. And we get that. Alright, then the Women's Tag Team Champions come out. Brie Mode! Brie Bella and the lovely Paige. So they're basically out to answer the challenge from the Judgment Day, and that's Roxanne Perez, the lovely Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. They come out. You know, they make fun of Brie, you know, saying how many times, you know, you're only here because you're a nostalgia act, you know, you're only here, you know, to continue your legacy. And then Raquel says Paige, you know, talks about Paige's little sex scandal. I'm like, oh shit! You know, I was like, damn. No, actually, before we get to that, Brie says that Roxanne says that the Bellas set the bar pretty low, and then Brie's like, well, that low bar would be Liv Morgan, and the only person who is disappointed is your mom, Roxanne. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't say that about AJ Lee. That's your friend, right, Brie? Some friend you are. Dumb. Anyway, so Raquel tries to calm things down, and then she mentions, you know, Paige's little disaster sex scandal pictures. I was waiting for her to say, yeah, we're gonna wait for another sex tape. Right, Xavier Woods? Brad Maddox, part 2! We're waiting. Even though they did have a photo together backstage, I'm like, oh, round 2! Let's do it! Come on, Xavier, you know you want to bang that ass again. Come on. Come on! Anyway. So the big old fight, Liv Morgan comes in, helps Roxanne and Raquel out. They stand tall. They hold up all the titles. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then Jimmy Uso talks to Roman in his locker room about dealing with Jacob. Roman says that Jacob has to acknowledge him because they had a contract. He signed the contract. And if he doesn't sign the contract, I'm gonna kick him out. And Jimmy's like, you know, I get it, I get what you're saying, but, you know, I'm not really sure this is a great idea. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's pretty much it. We move on. Then we got a video on Dominic Guerrero as the Triple R Mega Champion. Many title defenses against Vikingo. See where he goes from there. He's got Ludwig Spears to worry about, the guy that won, the Sword, I think, the Reyes tournament, whatever it is. The Sword. You just call it the Sword. He won the Sword! That's a mighty sword. Let's see how well you use it. Anyway, moving on. Alright, then we get another Mommy Rhea Ripley NXT Origins video. Pretty damn nice. And then we get to Io and Sol Ruka. I thought was a good match. Back and forth they went. Let me just change it to channel, the CW, because we're going into NXT in about a minute and a half. Alright, so Io missed the bullet train attack, the running shotgun knees in the corner. Sol sends her into the corner for a cartwheel DDT, and ooh, Io looked like she landed on her neck. Because she was like, ah, shit. I was like, damn! For a near fall. Sol stunned for a little bit. So Io sends her to the corner, then hits the bullet train attack, goes for the over the moonsault, and Sol got her knees up, goes for the Soul Snatcher, but missed. So that's rare that she missed. Io stopped short on purpose. I don't know if by accident, but on purpose. And then catches Sol in a crucifix pin. 1, 2, 3. Io surprises Sol Ruka. in just under 12 and a half minutes. So Io picks up the win. And then after the match, Code of Honor. You love to see that. I didn't think we were going to get that, but we got it anyway. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. We get that. Alright, then we're going to look at Jacob attacking Roman after their match at Backlash. We get that. Then Jey Uso is waiting in the parking lot for Jacob. Jimmy comes up, says, "Oh, you talked to the Tribal Chief?" "Yeah, I did." And Roman said that it was terrible, but Jacob has to acknowledge him. That's basically it. And we move on with that. We'll see what happens with that, and we move on. Alright, then we get a recap of the announcement of the John Cena Classic, which is a fan-voted competition where wins and losses really don't matter. So you could lose your match and still get the fan vote to win the title. That's amazing. Right. Great. Alright, NXT is just about to start. So we'll see what happens. I'm not feeling this John Cena tournament at all. I'm not feeling it. I'm not. Alright, then we got a Saturday main event rundown with the Street Profits getting a title shot against Logan Paul and Austin Theory for the tag belts. Then Pentagon defending the IC belt against Ethan Page. That's the only two matches we have right now. And that's that. Alright, speaking of the Profits, they're in the back. They're happy with the news of their title shot. And then Seth freaking Rollins comes in, interrupts, says, "Hey, you want the titles? You know, we need to talk." Montez says, "There is no we here between the three of us." So Seth continues to try to apologize, though Montez doesn't trust him much, and says, "We don't need your help there, Seth." And then that's it. And then he walks off, and then Angelo Dawkins just looks at Seth, and then he walks off. "Oh yeah, thanks for throwing me to the wolves, you fucking prick." We got that. Alright, NXT is starting right now with the Women's North American Champion, the lovely Tatum Paxley. She's going to be teaming up with the resident rocker chick, Lizzie Rain, as they take on Delta and Nikita Lyons in a tag team match. I think that's going to sort the show, but, well, we don't see a ref, so I think Tatum's coming out to cut a promo. I assume she's cutting a promo. Or not. Well, here comes the resident Iron Maiden. And here comes Lizzie, almost said Lizzie. I keep thinking it's Lizzie Hale. The resident rocker chick. Hey, is that Sami Zayn? No. God, looked like Sami Zayn, the younger version. It's time for some heavy metal. Here comes Lizzie Rain, who kind of looks like Gloria Glitter from WoW, Ribbon of Wrestling. And I heard some guy named, I think his indie name is Phil Noir, Noir. He says that the WWE stole his gimmick because he was the heavy metal rocker or some shit like that. They said it's gimmick infringement. No, it's just better than your dumb gimmick there, Phil! Maybe change your gimmick around. Maybe become a country star. I don't know. Really, Lizzie Rain should come out to Iron Maiden. I'm just saying, because she is, I think, the sister or daughter of Clive Burton. Who's he from? Oh, that's right, Iron Maiden. But they give her some generic fucking garbage Def Rebel metal riff. I mean, come on, Hickenbottom, you can't pay royalties to fucking Iron Maiden like it's too much for you? Oh, we paid Slipknot for All Out War back in the day. Well, that was Hunter's NXT. But freaking Shawn Michaels can't even pay for a fucking Iron Maiden song. Pussy. I mean, a good one would be nice. You can have Iron Maiden. The song Iron Maiden is a banger off Killers, by the way. You can go with Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. You can go with Stranger to Strangeland. Any fucking Iron Maiden song would be great for her. I think Clive Burton will like, oh, well, besides, I want my royalties. And then you gotta give royalties to Steve Clark. You know, the bass player from Iron Maiden. And they gotta give royalties to, Mr. Dickinson. But no! We got Def Rebel here! Let's give her a heavy metal riff! Something AI generated! No wonder Iron Maiden got fucked so many years in the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. Now they finally got in this year. Great! Just fucking great! Yeah, you can tell how much I respect the heavy metal community. Yeah, they have been fucked over. Rosa is pissed because, Iron Maiden took so long to get into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, they put in, like, Shakira or something like that. I mean, put in Wu-Tang, that's cool. That's cool, but not rock and roll, I'm just saying. Yeah, they put in Wu-Tang Clan in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know, go figure. No disrespect to Wu-Tang, okay? No disrespect. I love Wu-Tang. Listen to them all the time. I do. I love them. METHOD, man. Oh, baby, I like it raw. That's your favorite song. Ha ha! Sorry. Alright, moving on. Where are we? Where are we here? I don't even know. Alright, so Seth Rollins, the Street Profits, I don't know what situation is going on. I have a feeling Seth's gonna screw the Profits on next Saturday and screw them out of getting the tag team belts. I just have a feeling, but then again, hey, the Street Profits can win next week, and then like, oh, thanks, Seth! We still hate you! We move on. And that's that. Alright, after that, EO is in the back, congratulates Sol Ruka, and says, we will fight again. I think they will. So Ruka says, I look forward to that, and they depart in peace. And then, the man! Becky Lynch, the Women's Intercontinental Champ, she comes up and says, oh, you couldn't even beat EO. I mean, really? You did so great in NXT, you can't even beat EO. Relax, Becky. Relax. We get that. Alright, then it's overtime. Time for the Oba Femi Open Challenge. Oba comes out. Come on, you do it too. Come on. Oh, well, you can't see it, but Rose is doing the strut. And I'm not showing it. Because she doesn't care to look, doesn't care. That's what she does. I'm not, don't worry. Anyway, so Anna Pearson comes out and says, well, nobody's answered your challenge, so therefore, the Oba Femi challenge is canceled. No! I was like, fuck that. Goes to the back, kidnaps Los Lobos, who are sitting with some hot fucking ring rats. Mm-hmm. Some lovely Latinas. Anyway, he brings these guys to the ring. They're in street clothes, but we get a referee anyway. 2-on-1 handicap match, and Oba fucked them up. He sent them to the Solarium, basically. And Oba wins. He's still undefeated on Raw. That's it. Bing, bang, boom. Good night. Goodbye, Los Garzas, or Los Lobos. So basically, Oba came in and says, hey, Los Lobos, I kicked your ass, I sent your balls into outer space! That's what he did. So we'll see what happens next week on the program from Greensboro, North Carolina. That's North Kakalaki. You would think I was going to say Greensboro, Alabama. No. There's another Greensboro, but it's not as great as Greensboro, Alabama. That's it. Let me move on. Alright. Alright, we have... excuse me. We have that. Alright, we'll get my notes back, if I can. This match is boring. I'm not boring. You shut up, woman. Alright, so, yeah, we get that. So we have that. I think then after that was the, Roman comes out, tells us to acknowledge him. We must do that. So, and then he talks about Jacob a little bit. Jacob comes out. They talk a little bit. Well, really they don't talk. Jacob comes out, takes care of, well, he meets up with Jay in the back. Excuse me. Beats him up, Jay's trying to calm him down. It's like, you don't need to go out there. And then kind of stands in Jacob's way. Jacob's like, get out of my way. Boom. Beat him up in the gorilla position. And then goes right to the ring. And Jimmy tries to intercept. He gets his butt kicked. And then Roman's like, I thought Roman was just going to say something. He's like, oh, you get in here. I'm going to... You take one more step, you're fired. Knowing Jacob would have took a step. But... it is what it is. So, Jacob goes right to the ring. They have a big old brawl. Roman temporarily is winning. He grabs a steel chair, starts wailing on freaking Jacob. Goes for the spear, and what does Jacob do? The fucking Tongan death grip again. Takes out Roman. Roman temporarily breaks it, and then agents come out, can't stop them, that ain't gonna work, and Jacob annihilates Roman again, puts him through the announcer's table, ow, and then they, kind of order comic restores, and, Jacob starts going to the back, and everything, and then he kind of blows by the garbage referee, runs all the way around the ring, and he basically hits a MAGA hip attack on Roman and the Usos through the barricade, which obliterated. And then we see Roman is busted open in his elbow. Then we find out on the dirt sheets and everything online, we found out on X that Roman was holding his arm and might have had some other injuries after that, so I don't know if he's going to be appearing on Raw this Monday night. I mean, we're going to see him for the next 3 weeks. This Monday, Memorial Day, and then after Clash in Italy. Then he's off a week. Then he comes back on the 15th of June. I think it's in Baltimore. Then he's off the week after that. Then we'll see him in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the end of June. And then he's advertised for Night of Champions. So he is going to be at Night of Champions. So all those stories saying, oh, Roman ain't going to be here, ain't going to be on Raw, ain't going to be at Night of Champions. Bullshit. Now, Roman's he's a fake part-timer, some part-timer. He says he's going to be here all through the summer. And you actually thought that he was going to take a pay cut. Ha! I thought it was. I thought it would be a stupid idea. If Roman would have left WWE because TKO wanted him to renegotiate his contract. That shit ain't happening. Uh-oh. This is up. It's time for... Here it comes. Nope, not Thunderstruck. Nikita was ready for that. Tatum goes up top. Goes for a 450. Nikita moved. Tatum with a super kick. And then grabs her Cemetery Drive. No, that gets reversed. Ooh, Cyclone Kick. Damn. Cyclone Kick knocked Tatum the fuck out. Delta's back up on the apron looking for a tag. I bet you she won't take the tag. I bet you nothing. Because Nikita, basically did everything herself. Nope, no tag for you. I knew it. And Nikita's like, what are you doing, you bitch? And Delta's like, I didn't want to tea with you anyway. So, no, they cannot coexist. And Tatum hits, I think she hits Cemetery Drive. Lizzie comes in, it's time for Thunderstruck! Yeah! Thunderstruck hits on the Kia Leons, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Lizzie, Rain, and Tatum Paxley get the win. And that's it. Lizzie Rain is 2-0, if you think about it. 2-0 in her short NXT career. I like how she just got up and she looks at Tatum like, we won? We won? No, you just hit your finisher. No, I don't know what happened. I guess we won. That's hot song anyway. Yay! We won? Yeah, I guess. I can't believe we won! I can't either. Let's just rock out to some Metallica. There you go. Nikita takes the pin, and she's like, fuck! Alright, let me check my nails. I think I broke a nail. Alright, we get that. We move on. Decent match. We move on. Alright, my girl Maddie Rankowski is in the back. She has some crutches. I didn't even know she's hurt. Well, I think she is hurt with that little ankle injury. She's still the women's speed champion. Talking to her bestie, Kendall Gray. And Maddie's trying to get Kendall closer to the North American Championship or the World Championship. They do a little finger thing, pinky swear thing. Wishing her luck. Luna Vice is here! Oh, yes. Oh, she looks great. Oh, yes, hey, Pedal. God damn you, Poppy Priest. So, hola! So Lola and Kendall were talking about some idea that Lola had. And Kendall's like, oh, wrestling is better than MMA. Okay. Something like open-ended. And, yeah, whatever. Okay. So, basically, Lola's like, oh, good luck with your match with Kaylani. And your food is ready. Alright, now we got a video for Evil, or Naraku. He's gonna make his in-ring debut coming up next. Probably get some Hammerdigger from Evolve. So we move on with that. But anyway, if I missed anything on from Raw, I'll put it in the description box. But all in all, yeah, Jacob annihilates Roman again. We'll see what happens next week on Raw. But it feels like rinse and repeat with Raw and some of these storylines. It's just rinse and repeat. That's it. Raw is just basically like a rerun almost. But, it is what it is. So Raw wasn't the greatest, but still, I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comment section, like Trick Woody would say. Let's talk about it. And that's that. Alright, I'm going to watch the rest of NXT. I'll be back later on my Peter Joseph channel with your extended AEW review for Dynamite, Collision, and Fairway to Hell. 3-in-1 review coming your way after NXT on the Peter Joseph channel. We'll talk about NXT tomorrow afternoon. Get you ready for Dynamite tomorrow. And anything else comes your way, we'll talk about that too. And we move on with that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, 7 out of 10 stars for Raw. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hopefully we can get the main channel up to 1,300. Slowly climbing up there. Peter Joseph channel, getting close to 1,200 subscribers, and the rank channel starting to climb up a little bit. Hopefully we'll get to around 850 by the end of the summer, maybe close to 900 by the end of the year. We'll see what happens with that. And the other channels will eventually grow as well. So, please hit the subscribe button on all my channels. Tell your friends, tell everybody else you know about my channels. Make sure they subscribe and tell their friends to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell, because you miss anything, you missed it. I'm going to tell you twice what to do. So, you missed it, you missed it. So, that's that. And we move on. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great Tuesday evening. It's about to get dark here in the Northeast. Sun has gone down, but gets officially dark, probably about 10 minutes or so. Well, the next 10-15 minutes will be officially dark, so about 8:25, 8:35, officially dark here in the Northeast. It's great! So, everybody have a great great Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, and I'll be back later with your AEW extended review. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's it. Until next time. Peace.